Hi, students. I'm going to run through the last assignment, and I'm going to start off with the first case. I think a few students had questions on principal diagnosis. So let's go right to the meaning of principal diagnosis. Keep in mind, it's the condition. Here's really important part here, after study. So after this patient's been in the hospital, after they completed their study, this could be by doing procedures or anything like that, which occasioned the admission to the hospital. And then at this point we'll get into was carcinoma of the lung. Okay, the patient did have chronic emphysema, but this wasn't the cause of his admission. So again, they came in for the coughing. They did have chronic emphysema. Okay. So at this point, because of the chronic emphysema and because of the blood, spitting it, coughing it up, they decided that they should run tests. Okay, once again, after the tests were completed, the evaluation and procedures, this is where they came up with that the patient had oat cell carcinoma. Okay, so once again, let's go back to that definition. The condition after study which occasioned the admission to the hospital. Okay, it's just really important for you to remember that definition. So with that, we have our principal diagnosis. So let's go ahead. We're going to have this patient go home. We're going to bypass the admit diagnosis. I am going to go ahead and type in my principal diagnosis. All right. So right now I have, we have C34.12, which is going to be the oat cell carcinoma of the lung. We are going to have the emphysema. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that. It's a secondary diagnosis. Okay, and it's unspecified. All right, and we have our two procedures that we need to add in there. Everybody did well on the procedures. We will talk about a couple procedures down here in the assignment. So, okay, I got my first one. One thing to remember, both these procedures, that the root is going to be drainage. So that's really important to remember. But I didn't see really anybody having, issues with the procedures. Okay, so with this, we have our procedures now. Let's go back up to our DRG is 182. Our relative weight is 0.7951. It's really important that you put in the same year that I did have, written into the assignment. Okay, this second one here wasn't an issue. Principal diagnosis was malignant neoplasm of the left ovary. Okay, so with this, C78 is additional for the documentation in the case. Okay, procedure-wise, everybody did a nice job on those. All right, so let's go to the next one. We have a splenectomy with biopsies. Okay, so let's go start here. We have, everybody did great on the principal diagnosis. Okay, the only thing here with this is we did not want the R16.1. Keep in mind that the splenomegaly should not be reported because it's a symptom of the, definite disease. One thing I always, if you see a code with an R, always double check because remember that chapter, the R, with being in the R chapter, a lot of those are signs and symptoms, and they could be integral to a diagnosis. And going back from the beginning of coding, we don't want to code anything that's integral to the, principal diagnosis or a secondary diagnosis. Okay, so the other thing here I want to talk about is the root. Okay, this one here a few people had wrong. It's resection of the spleen. Okay, not a lot of you, but some of you had excision. Okay, let's talk about the different things here. Keep in mind, resection, that means they're taking the whole spleen out. excision would mean they're only taking part of it out. Okay, so go back and review your roots. It will help a lot. Okay, after that, I really didn't see anything else. So let me know if you have any issues or want to run something past me. But hopefully, this little video clip helped you out.